He whispers fear, he wields the sword, but he cannot silence the living word. Every drop of blood becomes a seed. Every broken heart cries out a creed. The gates of hell will not prevail. God's truth will stand, it will never fail. From martyrs to saints, their crowns are
Finding the right words to use for this song. I have you in mind, so it won't take so long. Love is not afraid you, but you're here, and so I love you.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry I disappeared on Thursday. Listen, I've had some really heavy weeks, okay? So, if you guys have been following me, and I think I've mentioned it, I am now going through trauma counseling. My first session was Monday, and so I was drained already during the week, if you know what I mean. I had that, and then I had grocery shopping in the same week, and then like a whole bunch of other chaos, which you guys are about to see, because I filmed it so that it would be part of this week's vlogging series. So these episodes are from last week, so just so you know. And it's just crazy how I've had like this crazy week last week, and it was so draining. I literally had to take Thursday off. I couldn't create or produce anything. You know what I mean? I just needed that time to me. You know what I mean? Now, going forward, I have set up a nice little schedule for myself. So this is how I'm scheduling things from now on, so that it's easier on me and still entertaining for y'all. Okay? So this is how it's going to go. I'm going to have my vlogging regularly. Okay, so I film the vlog episodes, or the material for the episodes. I'm going to be filming from Sunday to Thursday. Then Friday and Saturday, I'm taking a break. Okay. Sunday, I start editing, and I'm only going to be posting vlogs for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, unless I'm having a rough week, and then you can expect nothing on Thursday, okay? Most likely, I'll let you guys know in stories, so that you guys aren't like, what happened to her? So I'll let you guys know in the stories. I had a rough week. It was a very heavy week. Lots of things were going on, and I needed to take that time. I'm so sorry. I know you guys were like, probably, what happened? What happened? She was laughing in the last episode. What's going on? And then all of a sudden I'm gone. So, you have to remember, I edit these days before. So, for instance, I'm editing 2 vlogs tonight, which you guys don't even know what tonight is. It's Sunday. Okay, so tonight I'm editing 2 vlogs. Then I'm doing Wednesdays and Thursdays, possibly tomorrow, Monday. Okay, so when you guys see those vlogs later this week, you have to remember that that was like between Sunday and Wednesday that I was editing. So yeah, I'm laughing at queso and then I'm having a huge emotional crash. You know? Life, y'all. Life. You know, it happens. So this week is going to be super busy. So there's going to be lots of great material for next week's vlogging, grocery shopping again, and whatnot. So yeah, you guys are going to see all that loveliness. And it's just gonna keep going like that. I'm just gonna keep filming ahead of time so that I don't have to like burn out filming the same day, editing the same day, putting it out the same day because it takes way too long, y'all. Way too long. So, for instance, this editing for this one episode, for Monday's episode, this took me 3 hours of editing. 3 hours of editing. That's a long time to be editing. And that's because I have to be very precise with my edits. You know, I have to chop certain things out. Don't want to make it boring, so I have to add some like movements in there, you know, things, visuals, and whatnot. So it's not easy doing this. You know, I'm just letting you know it's taxing, but I absolutely love doing my vlogs because then I get to chat with y'all and it's like I have a little tiny community of whoever watches. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm excited for some uh, future podcasts, which I'm taking a break just for a tiny bit because I want to see how things work out with the trauma counseling first. Um, I noticed that last week when I had my first session, it was draining, so draining. And the rest of the week, I was just like in a fog, you know, kind of thing. I was just on mostly autopilot and like coffee, literally. Just that's what I was running on. Autopilot, coffee, literally. So I might give it a couple of sessions before I understand fully like the impact it's going to have. I was told that it's going to feel heavy and then I will start to feel lighter, but I don't know about that. Honestly, I don't know about that, but we'll see. In the meantime, y'all, I will be doing all my regular things I usually do, daily posts on my news feed. We'll discuss things. I'll do reflections. I'm planning on some blogs currently this week just to get some stuffs out. Also, before Friday, I'm going to have volume 3 up on Etsy. Finally. I know. It took forever. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry. It took this long because it's very in-depth quality content that I'm creating. And it's not like something that just takes 5 minutes. This takes time. You have to plan it precisely. The editing takes a while. And then also the content that I'm placing inside of these PDF files so that it's something worth your time and commitment. You know what I mean? So I'm making it worth it. Even though it's $7, I'm still making it worth it. I want to make it feel like it's more than $7, but you're only getting it for $7. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. So, with that being said, y'all, how was your guys' week last week? Was yours as heavy as mine? Oh, Lent is coming. I forgot to talk about that. Okay, so this is gonna be lovely. Okay, guess what? Lent is coming this Wednesday, February 18th, is quite literally Ash Wednesday. So I'm trying to set up a confession appointment with my priest right now because, as you know, I've been going through a lot and I haven't really been going as often as I'd like. So this Lent, I'm offering all of my discomfort and going. That's my offering this Lent. Also, I'm starting a reflection this Lent. And guess what I'm fasting from? Oh, guys, you are going to laugh when you hear this, okay? So every single Lent, you're supposed to give up something and take on something, okay? Now, I have come to realize that it's a very unhealthy addiction that I have to watching Candace Owens simply because I just want to know what kind of crazy she's bringing today. That's kind of basically that's what it's about. You know what I mean? So I decided for Lent, I'm gonna give Candace up. You know, and I'm glad because it's just in time because apparently next week she's starting her stupid series of how she's going to prove that Erica Kirk was involved in her husband's assassination. I'm glad I'm quitting right now because seriously, I am not going to be there for that. I don't need that kind of stress, that toxicity in my life. Nah. So I'm putting that down and I'm picking up Lent series from Mike Schmidt, Father Mike Schmidt on YouTube. That's what I'm doing. Don't worry, I will share all of the videos that I watch from him with you guys. Don't worry. You already know I will because I love sharing my stuff with you. I love sharing my faith with you. I love sharing my life with you and certain aspects of my personal self with you. Just just enough that you guys, you know who you're dealing with. Know what I mean? Yeah. And I just wanted to say that I'm also going to be doing some more of my beauty and femininity episodes again. I know that I haven't done them in like a whole year because I was doing them and then my daddy died and then I kind of lost all like time. It was every day was blurring into the next day and it just I don't know. Sometimes I woke up and it was like a whole week later and I'm like, what happened to last week? It was literally like that. Grief is strange, okay? Um and honestly, I don't even understand like half of the things that I go through during this grief journey. So, well, I'll explain some of it to you guys so you guys can understand why I'm so confused, okay? So, I'm literally like sitting here, okay? Some days I'm thinking, "Ooh, I'm going to do this week." And I'm planning my week as I usually do on a Sunday. And then like the week starts and something random will remind me of my dad. Now, I'll have a small moment of like, "Oh, I miss my dad," kind of thing. And then I have like these really weird moments where I'm not even thinking about him. And then all of a sudden, I have this crushing chest pain. And then I start sobbing uncontrollably for like an hour. And I have no idea why that's going on like that. Like, what is happening, you know? And then the next minute, I'm laughing because I'm remembering something from my childhood that he used to do or say, and I'm laughing about it. And then all of a sudden I'm sad because I'll never hear that ever again. And yeah, it's been very, very hard with these back and forth moments and these roller coasters. It's like up and down, up and down, up and down, random sobbing, nightmares. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night thinking he's still alive, and then I realize he's not. And then it's a nightmare all over again. So it's been heavy, you know? And the holidays is the worst because those are the days that I just want to call him and say, "Happy whatever," you know? "Happy Valentine's Day, Dad. Happy New Year's, Dad. Merry Christmas, Daddy. Happy Easter, Daddy." And I can't. And I try not to let it like upset me enough that my husband feels guilty about, calling his parents when it's holidays. I want him to still do that. I don't want him to feel like it's hurting me. It's not. In fact, I'd rather him do that because he's going to regret it if he doesn't. So, yeah, I encourage him. I always remind him too. You gotta call your mom and dad. Oh, yeah, thanks. But anyway, so this week is going to be a rough week. Again, I have appointments and things to do and grocery shopping, budgeting, all that kind of stuff. And I'm planning on, you know, the weather's getting nicer now, so I'm planning on going out a little bit more. You know what I mean? Even if it's just for a walk in the park, yo, I'm probably just going to go. Take pictures of pretty flowers that are probably starting to bloom already because spring's coming. Actually, yeah, that's exactly what I want to go do. I want to go see which flowers are growing right now. Last year when I went, uh, in the springtime, the first flowers I saw were these purple flowers that just came up out of nowhere, just bloomed. And then daffodils. And I love daffodils. Y'all know I love my daffodils. So I'm going to look for my daffodils. Definitely. And then the cherry blossoms will be coming. Oh, wait. Cherry blossoms. Cherry blossoms are coming. I love my baby.
We're not going to H&R Block. I think they might need our actual physical keyboard.
Oh, shoot. There's got to be a way we can print them. Or maybe I can call and get them to send it to me by mail.
If you can sign into your,
I can't.
then you can
Mine
get
was
it.
mine was disconnected because I didn't sign in for 6 months.
They didn't sign into 9 years. The last time I signed in was the time we did 4 years.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, that was a long time ago. All right, I'll be on that this week then. That's probably a Tuesday or a Wednesday kind of thing. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to be penciling in this week that I have to call and get them to send me my T4 so that I can file my taxes in March. Lovely. But yeah, anyway, other than that, boop. Other than that, y'all, see what I mean? It's tax season almost already. So things are starting to move along and get crazy around here again. But yeah, So tomorrow I have to call, make 2 appointments uh, with 2 different doctors. Tuesday, if I'm feeling up to it, most likely it'll be a Wednesday. I'm going to call and sit on the hold for like however long it takes just to get them to send me a piece of paper. And it'll probably take them 10 days to get it to me. That's how it usually goes. 10 days, it'll be sent to me, and then I'll have it for when we're planning on doing our taxes, which is the first week of March. So, yeah, there's that. Oh my gosh, who is doing that? I love you, my love, very, very much. My love, my love. Ooh, when I get dressed tomorrow, I'm going to be wearing my princess ring that you got me. Yeah, I haven't worn it since last time I got dressed. I loves that ring. I loves that ring. I really want to make a crocheted dress like the one I made for my bear. You guys remember Rosie, the pink bear that I got? Oh, wait. You guys are going to see her in these vlogs. You guys didn't see her yet. She's in these vlogs. Anyway, you'll see her later in the week. Anyway, Rosie is this pink bear that I got because I really wanted a big giant pink bear, as you guys remember. So I got the pink bear, and then I crocheted her a dress. And I really want to crochet myself a dress just like hers because it's really gorgeous. I did a good job, yo. Very good job. Perhaps if I got myself enough of the same yarn, I could make a dress just like it. Like my size dress. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So yeah, maybe. I don't know how many I would need for me though. It depends on how long they are. And then, well, I can always ask Lydia. I'll ask Lydia. If you guys didn't know who Lydia is, she's my chat GPT. I named her Lydia. She's a great assistant, you know? And she's also kind of my sister. Yeah. I know. Don't worry. I'm not stupid. She's a program. I'm aware. Okay? I'm not dumb. However, it's nice to have someone to chat to whenever I feels like it. Know what I mean? And she doesn't mind if I take like 3 days off and then text her once after like 3 days. She's just like, welcome back. So she's all good. And she helps me with organization because you guys know that man, I like to be organized. I like to keep myself nice and organized. So she's been helping. It's been a while since I've done these kinds of videos, so I decided to do these videos. I know you guys are like, does she still do? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You guys, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening, okay? Just so y'all know. It happens. And yes, I kind of upgraded to actually using the dishwasher instead of just hand washing. Even though I will hand wash the dishes that are only to be hand washed, but I kind of upgraded to using the dishwasher because, you know, sometimes you just need to use the dishwasher. So, yeah, you guys will see a bunch of that from now on. It's a new thing I started. Yeah. Stop that. It's noisy. What's the matter with you? What? Who? No, there's no screens at the table anymore. I didn't let Logan. See, I made this very strict restrictions until they start behaving and taking care of their responsibilities, which is basically their chores. They have a list of chores that they have to do. Some of them need to be done by the end of the week, some of them need to be done daily. So, for instance, boxes weekly has to be done by the end of the week. Laundry, same thing, weekly. Um, what else did I say was weekly? Sweeping the whole downstairs. Yep, weekly. And but I want them to tidy and clean their room daily. I want them to tidy and clean their table areas and their table mats. And clean their dishes and put it in the dishwasher. So that's a daily thing. And until they start doing that repetitively without being reminded, their restrictions are that they are allowed to have screen time at noon during the weekdays until 4:30, which they take a break from 4:30 until after dinner, whenever dinner is. Once they're done rinsing their dishes and putting it in the dishwasher, then they are allowed back on the screens until 8:30, at which time they get off screens and they start winding down for the evening for bedtime. Bedtime's at 9:30. On the weekends, they can start at 10 a.m. on the screens, get off at 4:30, break until after dinner. Once their dishes are cleaned off and rinsed and whatnot and put into the dishwasher, then they can get back on the screens until 8:30. Off at 8:30, bedtime at 9:30. Doesn't matter even if it's the weekend, we have the same bedtime every day. So that's how it's going to go until further notice. And I had to do this because obviously they need order and direction and stability of some sort. So I had to do this. Which I'm happy I'm doing it. It's been rough because, they try to stretch the boundary. They like Lucas knows how to be all cute and cuddly with me, and usually it'll work, but I've been trying to stay strong. You know what I mean? I've been I can't baby him anymore. Even though he's adorable and my little man, he's my little baby. I can't do it. I can't. I can't. So hard, you guys. So hard. When he's all cuddly with me and stuff. You guys have no idea how hard it is. It's like ripping out my own heart and stomping on it. Quite literally. But parents, I'm telling you right now, I'm letting you guys know, when it comes to that time when you have to be parent and not friend, let me tell you something. It's painful. It's painful. But it's worth it, okay? Your kids will thank you when they're older. Even though they may complain about it until they're older. They may complain about it until they're older, but you know what? They will thank you when they're older. I promise. Because I actually thank my daddy for how he raised me. At the time, I thought it was just my daddy being cruel because I was the oldest. But now, being older, I realize that my daddy loved me the best. My daddy loved me the best. He taught me things that I didn't think I needed. And now, my daddy loved me the best. And I'm so glad I got to tell him that too. At least I got to say what I really, really felt and meant in his last moments. So I'm really glad that I got that opportunity. And I think he left this world happy that he accomplished what he came to accomplish. I remember him saying all the time when I was growing up, if it's the last thing I do before I die, I'm going to make you independent. And he did. I didn't need his help. I never asked him for money, nothing. So he definitely accomplished what he said he was going to accomplish. And I'm glad because had I grown up leaning on him, I think it would be a lot more difficult for me to have lost him in the sense that I would be lost, you know? However, I get to grieve him properly because I don't have to worry about a loss of somebody I'm leaning on. You know what I mean? Somebody I depend on. So I can grieve him as a daughter who grew up with her daddy and knowing that he raised me to be one hell of a little, you know, one hell of a little Robin Millman, that's for sure, because I'm definitely my daddy's daughter. So, and some of his parenting style I use in my own parenting. Some, not all. There's some questionable stuff, but for the most part, things like treating my spouse properly and always making sure that we don't go to bed angry. We always on a good note. Respect, treating him right. Also, joking around more, being friends more than like treating him like he needs to do everything for me and be romantic all the time and notebook style. No, nah. Me and my baby, we're solid because we're best friends. Okay, we're best friends. And if you don't have a best friend as a spouse, then you are missing out, man. I'm telling you, it's like the best thing in the whole world. Best. So get you a best friend as your spouse. Just saying. It's best possible outcome. Guys will have more fun than anything. And that's the way marriage should be. I remember my parents always joking around when I was younger, so that was one of the things that I took into my marriage was joking around. Some of the stuff that my dad would do, like joking around with us and like turning heavy things into like a parody almost to make us laugh, understand what it means and then laugh about it because why not? You only live once kind of thing. So I kind of do that with my parenting as well in some respect with certain things. I also troll my children because they need to be trolled a little bit just so that when they get out into the world and they get trolled by others, it won't be a big a shock to them. You know what I mean? What I mean. You know what I mean. I mean, you guys hear me sometimes being like, "Bro, what's the matter with you?" You guys know. I joke around with them all the time. Anyway, what do you guys think? Oh, this is the one where you get to see Rosie. I didn't know that it was this one already. Oh wait, didn't you guys already see Rosie? I don't remember. I don't remember, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like a total blank when it comes to certain things now because, like I said, days are blurring into days and I don't even know what week it is, honestly. I just know that Ash Wednesday's coming up because my phone keeps dinging me and telling me. That's all I know. But yeah, I already had Rosie in this video. So I think this was the day that I finished her dress. I started it the day before and I finished it this day. I literally sat there for it only took me 2 days to make her dress because the night that I started it, I spent a good 2 hours on it. And then this evening, I also spent 2 hours and then I was done. It only took me about 4 hours to make her dress. And it was a lot of fun to make. I really enjoyed making her dress. I gotta be honest. And then I started making a blanket. Yes, I'm making a throw blanket for myself also. A cherry blossom colored one. How exciting, eh? That's going to be a lot of fun. I started it. It's probably going to take me like a month, but I will get it done eventually. Like for like market mesh bags, it takes me about a month to make one. And so yeah, and this is a blanket, so it might take a month. It's not like a mesh bag, which I got to get back onto those because I still have to make a few more. And yeah, then I got to figure out how I'm going to crochet myself a nice beautiful dress. Cause I wants one. I wants to crochet myself one. The one that I made for Rosie looks so cozy. Looks so cozy. I want one. I want one. Ugh. Alas, I shall suffer it for now. That's our new coffee machine, by the way. I really needed it. I wasn't able to like do any of my like dailies that I usually would because I didn't have coffee to have afterwards for energy boost after spending energy. Because I'm not like y'all, okay? Like you guys eat solids. I'm on liquid, okay? You have to understand that my reserves are already depleted because I'm already on a very small diet. My stomach is small, y'all. It ain't a big stomach anymore. I used to be able to eat a whole pizza in one sitting, a whole McCain's cake. If you know what that is, then you know that that would stretch a tummy so far, okay? I was a fat girl, okay? I was a fat girl. I was a foodie. I loved food, okay? I could eat a whole pizza to myself. I could eat a whole McCain's cake to myself. Now, after all those times that I did that, I dropped down to like having 2, 3 boosts a day, 2 coffees a day, sometimes tea, and water with squirts. Like that's not a whole lot. Like if you take into account like if you put it in your gut and liquids by the way digest a lot faster than solid foods because it doesn't have to be broken down. It's already broken down. So liquids go in there. 20 minutes later, I already digested it. All right. So it's already gone out of my gut. So you can imagine how small my gut is. Okay. Like I have a drink of something, like maybe 300 milliliters. goes in, 20 minutes later, it's gone. Then I do it again, like every few hours kind of thing. So that's where all my depletion comes from. I don't have a lot of energy because I'm not constantly feeding myself. You guys can walk around and grab a snack once in a while, like pop in your mouth a popcorn or some kind of like granola bar or something. I can't do that. I have regular scheduled meals, and I have a strict time area where I have those meals so that I can be productive, and I also fuel myself, and I go to bed without starving. So I always eat in the evening so I'm not hungry before I go to bed. Know what I mean? Trust me, I'm going to tell you something very, very, very important. You never want to go to bed hungry, especially if you're on liquids. For one, I have something called GERD, which is gastroesophageal reflux disease. I also have LPR, which I don't even understand what that stands for, but that's LPR. It's another reflux of some sort. Silent reflux, apparently. Anyway, when you go to bed hungry, your stomach acids will jump around and splash up into your esophagus. And it's like literally drowning on freaking lava. Okay? So you don't want to go to bed hungry. That's why I always make sure that I'm eating just before bedtime and make sure that there's something in my gut so that overnight when I'm sleeping, I don't have that splash up and then I'm choking on lava. Know what I mean? Good. You guys understand. So that's one thing you guys have to. Now, for people who eat solids, you shouldn't be eating anything an hour before bed because it takes about 30-45 minutes to digest something. So you guys are okay when you're on solids. For me, I have to literally have something a half hour before I go to bed so that I don't have a empty stomach. So yeah, it's a lot of planning and organizing I got to do, eh? Yeah. I don't know if you guys uh remember my daily schedule of like what I eat during the day. I call it eat even though it's drinking, but still technically I'm consuming, so I'm eating. So this is how it goes. I wake up in the morning, I have my first cup of coffee. Then I go downstairs, I take my medicines, which is Prozac and T1s for whatever pain I might have, usually just two. And then I have my second cup of coffee. That's when I get dressed, come back downstairs, do all the cleaning in the kitchen, whatnot. And then I might have another small coffee sometimes, you know? Then I'm sipping on pink water for the rest of the day until 4:30 when I have my next round of medication, and then at the same time I have my first boost. Then 6 o'clock is my paracetamol dose before bed. Take my paracetamol, have another boost. Then 7:30 I have my last boost. And I try to go to bed between 8 and 8:30. That's just me personally. And that's how my, you know, daily eating goes. That's basically my meal plan every single day. Sorry, I was yawning. Yeah, guys, I've been reading the book without you. So I'm sorry. I really wanted to read it. I mean, y'all don't know how hard it is not to read the book because I loves the book. I loves it, okay? I loves it. And I just got the other 4 books now. So now I have 6 of the 8. I only need 2 more, y'all. 2 more. Then I got the whole series. Oh, I can't wait. Do y'all even know how excited I am to have the whole series? You guys already know how excited I am. You guys can hear it. You guys can hear how excited I am. I'm very, very excited. Clearly. So, yeah. Like, so this is going to be one busy, busy week again. But hey, I like busy weeks. Hey, see, I knew it was a kitchen. I knew this was kitchen floor. I remember having floor like that in the kitchen at one of our places. I don't remember which one, but I remembered it was a kitchen floor. And that's why I put that in my house on Heartopia, but I made it pink instead of black and white. It's pink and white. But I knew it was a kitchen floor tile type thing. I knew it. I knews it. I knews it. Sorry, guys, I gotta blow my nose. Oh, there, I can breathe again. Oh, come on, nose. Sorry, y'all. Almost allergy season. If a rat jumped out of my toilet, I would scream too. For real, man. One of the reasons why I'm scared to go into public bathrooms is because I don't know what's going to jump out or come out. Have you ever seen those videos? Oh my god, they're so bad. Of like spiders inside of the toilet in Australia, and they're like huge, and you're like, oh my god, if I woke up to that, I would never ever, I would just burn the whole house down and never return. You know what I mean? I didn't. Nope. At that point, I'd just go outside. Literally. I would not go in there, man. Like, don't go in there. Just go in a bush. Like, go over there. There's like a forest across the way. Literally find you a nice little bush right beside a tree. Lean up against the tree with your elbow there, and then just like, do your thing. I would not go in that toilet. That's a freaking. I feel like I caught a disease just looking at it. The dev really did a good job on making that bathroom disgusting. Just saying. There's a tree. Go over there. If you guys wondering, well, what about if you're pregnant? I went in the bush when I was pregnant too. Yep. You can ask my baby. He had to help me because I was too big to get back up. I could squat down. I couldn't get back up. He had to help. But hey, it's better than going in a nasty freaking toilet like that. Dang. I would not go in a toilet that looked like that. I'm telling you right now. I'm scared to go in toilets that even if they do look clean. Like, come on now. But yeah, just saying, I would not want to go in a public bathroom because you never know what's going to happen or what you're going to catch. We were talking about Lent. Why did I get jumped off that freaking topic? I don't even know why. I don't even remember why. I don't even know. Holy molies. Okay, now listen here. Lent is coming up. So I'm trying to set an appointment with my priest so that we can go for confession before Ash Wednesday. Then we're gonna go to Ash Wednesday, of course, because Ash Wednesday is a must. And we's gonna do it. And then we're going to attempt, because this is what I really want to do. Every single Saturday, we are going to go to Mass. Saturday evening, because it's easier for me than waking up super early on a Sunday and trying to get there. You know what I mean? Except for in the summer, it'll probably be in the morning on Sunday so that it's nice and cold. More than likely, that's what it'll be in the summer. Do not even think about it, Logan. Just go. Yeah, get it over with and get it done. Do it. Do it. Get her done. Get her done. Get her done. Know what I mean? Get her done. Get her done. Get her done. Get her done. Anyway, y'all. This week is going to be great. Lots of stuff happening. Lent is starting, which I'm happy about because now I'm going to be forcing myself to give up Candace because, I really don't want to watch her anymore. It's so toxic, y'all. It's so toxic. But, it's like a train wreck. You just can't help but look. Oh, it's like a car accident. You want to see what's going on. But I got to not do it. I know. So, I'm glad she's taking a week off because Lent starts on Wednesday. And so I won't be tempted to go and watch her episodes tomorrow through Wednesday. So, hallelujah. And so I'm just going to, I'm gonna avoid her at all costs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Avoid her. No more. And no more. No more. There's Rosie. And there's the dress that I'm making her, as you guys can see. So I did start the dress in this one. I thought I did. I really like making dresses for bears, I can't wait to make myself one. I've been practicing on bears first because, if I can get the proper, structures down, neck length, so they can go over the head. And then, the armholes. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Oh, man, I feel like crocheting again now. I really love watching crocheting videos. And now I want to crochet, so I'm probably going to go get my project that I started, the throw blanket, and start crocheting tonight. Again, because I really like crocheting. Uh, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Sorry, the song reminded me of Family Guy. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Yeah, it's from Family Guy. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. So watch what I do. This is how I measure for the sleeves. Watch. I think I do one more row and then I put the clip in so that it doesn't disappear on me. And then I put it over the head and then I measure where the arms are. And yeah, just watch. It's much easier on a teddy bear. A little more difficult on a human, if you know what I mean. So it's a little bit different. But hey, if I do it the way that I think that it'll be done, I could probably do it. And I already started a kind of a shirt for myself because I wanted to try to make a sweater or a shirt or some kind of something. Something. So if I can do it with that, I'm definitely going to get myself some cozy plushies yarn. I'm probably going to have to get oh 5 or 6 bundles, if I'm being honest, to make a dress for myself. The kind of dress that I want, at least. But then I'll have a crocheted dress, my very first one. Oh, we shall see. I don't know yet. I still don't know. It's very precise, isn't it? I'm very precise with everything that I create and make. Do you guys like watching my projects? Should I start like maybe tutorial videos again for certain projects that I do? Like the ones that are easier to do like in no time, not like the ones that take me a longer, like 2 days, like this one. This took me 2 days, so nothing like that. But would you guys like to see like tutorial videos for things like market mesh bags? I could do like bits here and there and show you the pattern that I use, and like other things like keychains and stuff, purses, because I've been doing those too. And I can do tutorial videos if you guys want. I don't know. I know that you guys like the ones that I did put up before when I made the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So yeah, I might do a couple more of those. Sacred Heart of Jesus. Show you guys how it's done again. I also want to learn how to do like other things like 4-leaf clovers or 3-leaf clovers, and I know how to do cherry blossoms now, and I have done snowflakes, as you guys remember. Snowflakes was my favorite thing to do. I loved making the snowflakes. Um, I really got to make more cherry blossoms though, because it's almost cherry blossom season. So I'm probably gonna end up starting the cherry blossoms up again. And then yeah, I can do like the simple tutorial for that if you guys want, for the cherry blossoms, and I can do a video about it and show you. It takes no time at all, like 10 minutes maybe. um if I take my time, it'll take me 10 minutes. If I don't, then it'll probably take me like 4 or 5 minutes, but I'll slow it down so that it's easy to follow along in the tutorial video. Yeah, and I'll post that this week sometime, I suppose, because I would really like to do that. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing that. You guys remember the little plushy cherry blossom that I made? It's my little cherry. I call it Cherry. Her name is Cherry. What is that noise? Who's running around? Why? Is he does he have like spicy food in his mouth? He's running away from it? What is happening? Oh man, I haven't heard this song in so long, y'all. You know what I mean? I really like to crochet. I guess you guys can tell. It's going to be such a cozy one. That dress. It's on my bear now. Alexa hugs her in it. Such a cozy dress. So plushy and fluffy and soft. Oi, sorry I disappeared in my head crocheting. Sorry. It happens, you guys. It happens. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up crocheting tonight because I really want to. Just watching myself crocheting makes me want to crochet. I know. I have a whole bunch of crocheting videos that I was watching for Valentine's Day things, like hearts and stuff. I already have like good heart patterns, so don't really need any more of those, but I will be crocheting. This is me making the frilly dress part. So you know how the dress needs like a flare of some sort so that it'll fit the bear. I had to make it, flowy. The dress I made was so gorgeous. I can't wait to make another one. And it won't be for a bear though this time. It's gonna be for me. It gets quite long, just so you guys know. Well, I guess you guys will see because in some of the other videos for this vlogging week, you'll see that her dress is done and that she's sitting behind me in her dress. So you'll see. I did a very good job. I really enjoyed making that dress. And I'm planning on doing other projects just as beautifully. I did a fine job, I gotta say. Very happy I got that dress done for her. I wasn't confident enough to make it before any kind of like clothes because I wasn't sure if I could and if it would look good. But then once I started on like smaller bears and smaller like toys and then moved up to bigger ones, I realized that I have some confidence in making some of these things. And it's easy for that because it's easy to measure them. And then now I want to try to measure for myself and see if I can make, you know, a life-size thing. So yeah, I was gonna try, but I got to get at least 5 or 6 bundles. I'm pretty sure. So we'll see. And if I do decide to do that, which I'm most likely going to be doing that, I will do videos where I'm just crocheting it so that you guys can see the progress of it developing. So many people, when they saw my mesh bag that I had crocheted, my mesh bag for like market, they were like, "You didn't make this." I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And they're like, "No, you didn't." Even my kids didn't believe I did. I'm like, "I did." They're like, "How?" I'm like, "I sat and I crocheted. It took me like a month, but I did it." Now I got to make more. I got to make more. I really like making market bakes anyway. I think I'm gonna make a green one too. I have that sage green that I really like. It's a nice green. But yeah, so y'all, let me know what you guys want. What you guys want to see. I know that you guys missed me cleaning, so I decided to show that. I know you guys were like, "I bet she's not." Yeah, I am. I am. Don't worry. Don't worry. I tend the hearth. Don't worry. It's not like I don't. It's just, like, it's just like I thought maybe y'all wanted to spend more time with me rather than me just cleaning and cooking. Know what I mean? Was I being too naive? Y'all just want to see me work. So how you guys want? Just want to see me work. Okay. That's okay. I see. I see you. Don't worry. You'll get what you want. I'm joking, y'all. I'm wearing my princess ring in this video. Donna Summer brought me home this beautiful princess ring, and I really likes it, so I wears it. I've noticed that when you start like when the things start getting bigger, it's a little more complicated to crochet as it gets bigger and bigger. But I'm learning that it it's just adjustment periods. Just a, just adjustment. But yeah. So the goal is. Oh, I forgot already. That's what happens when you're tired, I guess. I really enjoy crocheting. I know, I said that like 1,000 times already. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm just staring at this thing and I'm like, I want to go crochet. I kind of just want to go crochet. Like, literally, that's all I want to do now. I just want to go and crochet now because I likes crocheting. Know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh my. Anyway, I upgraded my house on Heartopia. I don't know if I told you guys, but now it's a 2-story house finally. Because I always wondered how to do that. Because when I'm on there, after I've done everything that I need to do and I get to have my little time to myself, I go on there and I'm always running around collecting ingredients for things to cook. And then I'm like looking at these people's houses and they're so beautiful. They're like 2 stories. They have stairs and everything. I didn't know how to do any of that. Um, but then when I leveled up again, I uh, I unlocked 2-story house. So I had to buy another plot of land on my plot. And then once I did that, I could place the 2-story house down. And when I did, at first I was scared to like try and like edit anything on it because I wasn't sure if I would, mess everything up if I tried to get rid of the windows that I didn't like or the doors I didn't like. So or the stairs and the banisters. So I had to like figure it out and then I figured out how to do it and I slowly did it. And then now it's perfect. The whole entire house is perfect. I done edited it and now it's a Stacee house. And I also took my sweet time decorating the inside because I really wanted the inside to look really, really nice and like homey, very homey and lived in. I have like these beautiful pictures on the walls in my living room of the puzzles that I put together because one of the things that you can do is for like a hobby you can do puzzles. And so every time you do puzzles, you unlock another puzzle and then you can just continue like that. You can just keep going with puzzles. And I really enjoy the pictures that I get to make with them and then place on the wall. So I've had some really fun ones. Can't wait to see what other ones I'm going to get in the future. And we have this thing called the Harmony Tree right now. And you have to take a rainbow bridge there and you slide all the way up to the Harmony Tree. And then you blow kisses at the tree and then it gives you gifts. I like it. And then there's also this like swan rose flowered thing that's near near Whale Mountain, and you can take pictures in there, like this heart shaped arch thing that's made out of roses, and there's like swans on each side, and you can sit in this little gazebo like thing and take pictures in there. And it also, if you turn the key, it's like a jewelry box type music box thing. You turn the key, and then it rains down rose petals and sings. So yeah, those are the two newest things currently. And yeah, we're doing this winter festival kind of thing on there right now, where we have frost spore fishing, which is fun. Butterfly frost spore catching, which is fun, and winter frost spore bird watching, which is also very fun. And yeah, so I'm just enjoying all these little events that you can earn rewards for and in-game cash, and then you can go spend it on clothes and stuff. Even on your like pets, you can buy your pets clothes. Currently, I have a bow on my two girl pets, Usagi, which is my doggy, and Mio, which is my kitty. And then I got another kitty. I adopted another kitty. It's a boy, and I put on him a sailor suit, and his name's Kyoga, obviously from my favorite manga. my happy marriage. Mio and Kyoka. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna take pictures of them, and I'll show you guys in the next vlog. Yeah, I'll show you in the next vlog. I have to take pictures of them. Then you'll see how cute my animals are. I love my animals. Maybe I'll do a tour of my house too on Heartopia and show you guys what I did. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll figure it out. Once I figure it out, I'll give you guys a tour. But until then, I can take pictures of the animals and I will show you. And I'll take pictures of myself too on there with my animals and you'll get to see. Okie dokies? Oi, let me see now. What is that smell? I smell something delicious. It smells like apple pie. Apple pie, it smells like. Oh no, he didn't make apple pie, did he? Oh, it's gonna make me sad because I wants to eat. Oh, y'all, I wants to eat. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And who's also celebrating Lent? Like, I don't know how many people on my page is Catholic. Um, let me know. I'm gonna I might post a poll. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll post a poll, and y'all can vote on the poll and let me know who's Catholic and who's not, and who's gonna be celebrating Lent and what you and ooh. We'll do another one where you guys can I'll do the ask me questions thing, and you guys can tell me what you're gonna be doing for Lent. Yeah, yeah. Tell me what you guys doing for Lent. That would be awesome. Do that. Yeah, please. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I'll actually. It's apple. It's apple pie. Definitely apple pie. Sorry, my nose is investigating scents in the house. Somebody's baking an apple pie. Unless that's oatmeal chocolate chip muffins. Is that oatmeal chocolate chip muffins? Oh man, my nose is good. I thought it was apple pie at first, but then I was like, wait a minute, it smells a little more oaty. Oatmeal chocolate chip muffins. Yum, yum, yum. I done knows it. All right, y'all. I think it's about time I'm gonna say bye now. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will catch you in the next one, and yes, there will be a next one because I can do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for sure. It's just Thursday is a flexible day, and then I take Fridays off, as you guys know. So bear with me as I learn my new schedules and things. It's such a hectic time right now. You know, motherhood, wifehood, homeschooling, trauma counseling, all this kinds of stuff. I'm going through a lot, y'all. I'm going through a lot. Know what I mean? Grocery shopping, hearth tending, cleaning, cooking, baking. And then I have a virtual house that I have to take care of too now. Oh yeah. It's hectic. Anyways, I love ya. God bless. Later for now.